I've known about this spot for quite some time, and because of the flood that happened here recently, the spot has completely changed. It's gotten super deep through here, and right through this stretch of river there's ginormous brown trout, and we recently discovered too that there's also wild rainbow trout through here. So I'm pretty excited to try this spot out, and I'm really curious if we're gonna be able to catch a ginormous brown trout here today. Now, just with walking through here, I think I've been bit probably 15 times already by mosquitoes, and I already slapped about 5 off my arm that were on there all at once. So it's really buggy at this spot, and I'm assuming it's because of all the mud and soot that's through here. But we got to keep on moving our arms, so we need to get you guys on the hat. We need to get casting so we don't get eaten alive. But let's see what kind of luck we can get here today. So just yesterday, I got a brand new hat clip for the GoPro, and it's an actual hat clip. Before I was using a backpack clip and just clipping it onto my hat. So this one's actually made for being on our hat. So hopefully this new camera angle is good for all of you, and hopefully it gets us a better view of our arms and the rod and reel. That's what I'm hoping, at least. One thing I'd like to do too, there's like a new beachy area over here. We might cross this bridge and go over, get on that beachy area, and there's a nice river bend over there that should have some nice trout in it. And that spot used to have really nice big browns, so hopefully that's still the case. The spot through here looks pretty muddy, but I'm seeing some ledge over there, so we might try to get over there and cast over by that ledge if we can. I think either way, I think we should cross this bridge, because if we cross the bridge we can go down and cast by that ledge. We do have our waders on, and we could also cross and go over there and get on that beach area, and that should avoid all this mud through here, which is causing us just to get eaten alive by mosquitoes. So let's definitely cross this bridge and get over to a better spot where we're not going to get eaten to death by mosquitoes. When I was getting eaten real bad, it was just right over here, so we're gonna cross through this part really fast because I don't feel like getting eaten again. My arms are already super itchy from all the ones that are already bitten me. I don't know if you all can see how muddy it is through here. It's pretty rough. Oh yeah, we're getting swarmed. We gotta get out of here. Ooh, look at right down there. Just tell me this does not look super fishy through here. It almost makes me want to tie on a spoon. I'm gonna drop. Yeah, just look at how fishy this all looks through here. I'm thinking if we can walk right down this edge here, we can get right on this ledge with our waders. We can cast right in this deep stuff or over there where the water's moving a little bit more. And then we also will have access to get to this beach area and get to the other river bend. So I've actually never been over here at all. And I know that I'm allowed to be over here because it is state owned. Oh yeah, look at this. I didn't even know that you could just walk right down in here like this. I mean, there's a little bit of trees and stuff in here, but it's actually not that bad. Definitely doable. There we go. Let's make our way down in here. Oh yeah. Look at this right down in here. This looks great all through here. Since it is super deep through here too, we might end up tying a big spoon on. Yeah, we might end up tying a big spoon on so we can cast way up in there, and we can also get it to sink faster. Oh guys, I see a big trout right in front of this ledge. He's sitting right over on the edge of that. I'm doing my best to try not to scare him. I know he sees our bait. I'm gonna send it up a little here. I might even jig. I can't really see him anymore. That was a big trout. I bet you that thing was at least 3 pounds. if not more. We might have to try a spoon. He does not seem to be too interested. I'll try casting downstream. I really want to catch that big brown. I'm gonna try casting straight up in that water. I'm glad I didn't immediately go in the water here, because he was literally sitting right on the edge, right where it drops down deep. I'm gonna do one more cast with the rooster tail until we switch over to a nice big spoon. In my personal experience, I've noticed that big brown trout love spoons and big rainbows love rooster tails. So since we already saw a big brown, we need to switch off the rooster tail and go with a spoon. It needs to be something natural in color. And the reason I'm trying to be quiet right now is because these trout through this section of river are really easily spooked. And that's because this river is really highly fished and people can't keep trout through here, so they have to get caught and released. It looks like I only have small spoons and a good color, at least in this tackle, so we're gonna go to our bag of goodies here, if I can find it. There it is. Pick a brand new one out of here. We just gotta make sure that it's a big one and that it's a good color. Look at this one right here. That should work fantastic through here. So that's what we're gonna tie on. Since the color has a little bit of a brown trout color to it, brown trout, when they get nice and big, have a little bit of a rainbowish color. And they obviously have the black spots, which this thing has both of which. So this spoon should be the money here. Let's get our bag back on. We'll tie this spoon on here. It's a very big spoon as well, so a big trout would want a big meal like this. And we can also probably cast way up in that fast moving water, probably either on the right hand side or the left hand side, because big trout don't like to sit right in the middle of the fast water. They like to sit right on the edge. I'd be lying if I said my arms didn't itch like crazy right now, guys. I mean, when we were over at that other spot, those mosquitoes got me really good. I'm gonna need to put some calamine lotion up on these bug bites. Put our line in here now. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast right out in the middle of that water. Let it sink a little bit. And we'll just give it some jigs. We'll jig it all the way over here to the edge of this rock and see if we can entice that big trout to want to bite. I'm not even sure if he's still there. It's possible that he moved up here a little bit too. I'm gonna send a cast way up in there. We'll let it sit for just a second because it's pretty heavy. And I'm just gonna reel nice and slow right on the side of that fast water. Nothing on that one. I'm gonna send it right across here. I'm just gonna reel this one right across too, instead of jigging it. Let's try just casting it right on the edge of that rock again. Need to get out a little bit further, but still try to get it right on the edge of the... Go. I'm gonna do a couple more casts here before we move on, because when I move on, I'm gonna go down. We'll go to that beachy area and we'll go try to fish that river bend down there. I think we'll get a little bit more activity. We were right where that big one was, but no bite. All right, last cast here at this spot before we move on down. And just in case you all were wondering, weather is about 75 degrees, maybe 76. Sunny, partially cloudy. It's a pretty good day for trout fishing, but we are having a tough time getting them to bite. All right, I lied, one more cast. The sun is just right behind those clouds there. Hopefully not gone for too long. We'll probably go ahead and try to get to that little bank if the sun does go away. We'll use that time to get to a better spot. Yeah, I don't think that one big fish is gonna bite here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start making our way over there. Probably should tighten my drag up just a little bit. Just a little bit. On the plus side, a lot less mosquitoes over here, which has helped us out a ton. This could be tricky to get back up. I didn't really think about that. Yeah, right here is where we want to go down. It looks like other people have already been down here. Somewhat. We kind of have to cut through here to get to that beach. There we go. Oh yeah, check this out. This looks perfect. This spot through here looks fantastic. We just need to look for a nice fast pool of water where it gets deep. Maybe we'll catch a big old brown. I wouldn't mind like a decent brown or even a nice rainbow. I'll take a wild rainbow any day. They're just so pretty. Yeah, this looks really good. Let's cast right across that fast water. Oh guys, big fish, big fish. I think I kind of spooked him with that. I don't know if the camera picked it up or not, but he kind of swam off. That was a nice fish. That fish was literally right under where we casted. I should have overshot it just a little bit. I don't think that fish is there anymore. He might have moved down a little bit further, but I'm still keep giving it a couple casts here. I'm starting to think that a panther martin might be better here. Whew. I think that might be what we do. I mean, the moment that spoon hit the water, that fish spooked away, and I did not like that. So we're gonna switch back to something a little bit lighter and to something that's gonna have a better motion in the water. This is what I'm thinking right here, yellow and red. That might be pretty good. If the panther martin doesn't work, then we'll switch over to a rooster tail, but something that's more natural. I'm still getting bit really bad by mosquitoes. This is definitely the most mosquito bites I've ever gotten at one time. But the show must go on. We need to catch fish. I'd like that one that we spooked to come back and bite this thing. I'm hoping that giving it a second here. And we didn't really over pressurize him there. We only casted like about 5 times, I think. So he shouldn't be too spooked. We didn't overcast here. We could also just give this spot a break, keep on moving down with the waders, and go to that river bend. Because I know that there is trout in that river bend. I would say that in about a week or two, I might come back here with the fly rod, and we'll see if we can get any luck with the fly rod through here. Because I haven't really caught a big fish on the fly rod yet, but we got this all tied on. Let's see if we can get a bite now. It looks pretty good in the water. We just need to get a fish to bite. Guys, we just got bit. We got bit. He's still coming after it. He's still coming after it. I think he spooked away. I'm not sure what that was. It was a decent looking trout. But this is getting attention in the water. That fish followed it all the way to the bank, but he kind of missed it. And I don't think he's gonna, I think he might have saw us back out there. I'm hoping I can get a good cast. Oh, that's pretty good. Could get bit. Come on, bite it, bite it, bite it, bite it. He's right there, he's going for it. Why is he not committing? I just watched him follow it again, and he kind of was just looking at it, swimming with it. But he didn't bite it. He's indecisive about it. I just saw another one come after it, way smaller. He's after it again, he's after it again. Didn't commit. What is the deal with these trout? He's very picky. I'm gonna slow it down for him. We're gonna give him a break. He's probably only about 13, 14 inches maybe. And I believe that he is a brown trout, just from the looks. We might come down here and do a couple casts too. It looks like it runs pretty good through here. It's nice and deep. We can't leave any stone unturned with this body of water. This river has always been tough to fish because it's always so clear. So the fish will follow you in and they'll spot you. All right, we're gonna come down here. It opens up pretty good through here. And I might cast right on the side of this water. It's not moving too fast through here. But look at how fast the water's moving through there. That's where I really want to try to fish. All right, let's try to cast it right out in there. Our spinner got messed up. There we go. Sorry, I want to kind of cast it more towards the left side. There we go. See if we can get bit. It looks pretty deep all through here. I thought for sure that I was going to be able to wade all the way down to where that water's running super fast. And I thought I would get some luck down there. I'm not seeing nothing down here, which is really surprising. Get more towards that tree. There we go. There is a pull-off kind of over up top there. And I could also just walk right through the fields that are over here and get down into the spot. But that would require us to move our truck from over here all the way down. I'm gonna see if this fish down here is ready to, or I'm gonna see if this fish up here is ready to bite yet. What is this? This looks like fishing line. Hold up. Guys, look at this. What even is this? I don't know if this is fly line or what this is. Someone was using some really big fishing line. I don't know. Not ours though. I just want you all to look at how much gravel stone got washed up on the bank here. I mean, that's easily probably 3 foot, just chocked full of rocks. And I don't know why it stopped here and didn't just keep going down. But for some reason, it just didn't continue going downstream. There we go, fish on, boys. Fish on. We gotta tighten the drag a little bit. It's a nice brown trout from the looks of it. We gotta get the net here. Oh, oh. Oh, there we go. Nice. Oh, boys. This is a nice brown trout. Let's wet the hand real quick. Holy smokes. He just gobbled that down. He's a squirmy one. All right, get back in the net. We're gonna get the pliers out to get this out of him without hooking ourselves. Because since he's so wiggly, he might end up hooking us. Ooh, look at that trout. Just a gorgeous brown. Just wild brown trout. Right out of this river here. He put up a good fight with us too. We're gonna go ahead and get him right back in the water because we can't keep any trout through here. There we go. Go on, guy. What a nice brown trout. When he's in the water, he doesn't look as big as he is when he comes out of the water. So I just thought he was a small little guy. Turns out that he was a decent brown. So I guess that was the secret to getting him to bite, was to just allow some time. And I think he also liked it better when we made it look like it was coming from upstream down instead of from the side. Yeah, that was a nice brown trout. That was fun. I'm gonna go ahead and get my pliers back in my bag before we cast back out here. There we go. I wonder if there's any more sitting up in there. See if he has any competition. I'm glad that he finally bit though. Took him long enough. Our bait got messed up again. Go figure. Oh, that's a good cast. That might have been the only trout up in there. That might have been the original one that was swirling us and tempted to bite and just never did until that very moment. What a fun fish though. That was fun. I'm gonna start making my way back up a little bit because I'm curious with how deep it is up here. And since we saw that monster up there too, I mean, if this fish was that size and looked that small in the water, then I wonder how big this trout actually was. Because from my angle, it looked huge from above water. We just had a small one. I mean, it was probably like 3 inches or so, but he was coming for it. I definitely think there's some more hanging out under that tree. This is really tricky to get under there without getting all snagged up. We managed to do it that time somehow. I'm surprised we didn't get snagged. All right, I think that's the only trout that was in there. Pretty certain of it. I haven't seen any more follows other than that little dinky 4-incher. And that's not what we're after today. Today we're after those big browns, like that one we just caught. There's something about coming to a nice river like this and just catching some big brown trout. There's nothing like it. Big rainbows are fun too, but something about big browns just hits different. That's moving a little too fast. I might just try to cast right down in there though. Alright, let's reel this up. We're gonna come over to the side here, and we're gonna cast right along this bridge and bring it down to us. I think that motion is what's making us get bit. So I can kind of stand right here. I see some minnows through here. Let's see if there's anything hiding out over here. Bunch of minnows followed me in here. I mean, there's just a ton of minnows in the water. I'm gonna cast that out and I'm gonna let it sink. This next cast, I'm gonna try to angle it really tight up against the bank. Ooh, a little snag, I think. All right, let's try going over by the bridge. If we don't get nothing on this cast, then we're gonna head back up, and we might head back to that other side and try. Ooh, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, I saw it last second. It was probably like an 8-inch trout. It could have been a wild rainbow. I don't think he's gonna bite again though. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't even notice that there was a fish following us. That fish kind of bit us as soon as it got to the light. It was pretty close to the bank. But that's also making me want to go back over to that other spot because there'll be more sunlight hitting over there, I think. So I think after this cast, we might go back over, unless that trout decides it wants to bite again, which I doubt it. Let's try to get right up in the middle and let it sink. Because I could have swore that that fish came from the middle and kind of bit us and then tried to turn around. Oh boy. We snagged our panther martin. I think we broke off. Dang. Yeah, we broke off. We'll have to tie something else on here. Maybe I'll try a smaller spoon. That might be the idea here. I think that might be our best bet, is tying on a smaller spoon. Whew, we are still getting eaten alive here, boys. Let's go ahead and get this tied on so we can start fishing again. I'm gonna start moving down further. Where it was more rocky down here, there wasn't as many mosquitoes. The further away from mosquitoes I get, the happier I'll be, because they're just annihilating me. Alright, so we got that spoon all tied on. Since we have the new spoon tied on, I'm gonna try and fish over here again and see if, since we have the smaller spoon tied on, if maybe they'll want to bite something different. Whoa, 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 whoa. Please, I don't come up for it. He tried for it and missed. He might try to bite again, so we're gonna go for it. I also want to give that fish that bit us up top, I want to give him a little bit of time. So I'm gonna come back down here. And since that other fish bit us on the way reeling it back down the water, I'm gonna come back over here and we'll try it the same thing with the spoon. Oh guys, we have one. Oh my God, I don't know if you saw it. He was blending in so good. I don't think that was a brown trout because he was blending in so good. That might have been a brook trout. Since we're getting different looks while using the spoon, I'm gonna just keep coming down further and further and trying different spots with it. Whoa, what was that? What was that? I just heard a fish jump and it sounded big. It was upstream, but we're gonna give it some time. That could have even just been right where we just were too. I wasn't paying attention, I wish I was. All right, I'm just gonna walk all the way down. We'll fish down here and make our way all the way back up to finish it off. We still got a little bit of sunlight left. It's hitting pretty good in this hole. So we'll try it out down here. There's gotta be a fish in here. It gets really deep through here too. I'm gonna jig it all the way going down. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. There we go, fish on. Wait, yeah, we got fish on, boys. We got fish on. No way. Is this another wild rainbow? Hold up, boys. Whoa, he's feisty. Look at him go. There's another fish pulling it in. There we go. Oh boy, he's bleeding good. I think we hooked him right in the gill. Yep. Oh, he came, all right, it came right off. We're just gonna get a quick look at him before we throw him back in. But look at that, just a wild rainbow. He's bleeding really good. We gotta get him right back in. There he goes. I don't know if he's gonna make it, but he was still lively. Another fish. There was another one too that followed him up. All right, so that one liked the jig. We'll try that again. Doing the same thing. There's gotta be some more in there. Our spoon got all tied up here. Perfect. This is definitely one of the most fun times fishing I've ever had. I mean, catching a big brown, then going into catching a wild rainbow. It's like a fairy tale. So much fun. I hope that poor fish is gonna make it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We just got another bite, but we missed it. There we go, fish on, boys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What was that? Oh my God, he's still there. Oh my God, what? Did you guys just see that? That was a big fish. He throttled it, came off, then came for it again. There we go, fish on, boys. No. Oh my God. No, he missed it. He missed it. No shot. Guys, there's something big in here that just keeps biting us. We gotta catch that fish. Oh my God. The fact that this fish has been hooked and just keeps biting. He might be done this time though. Is that a snag or is that a fish? Oh, that might have been just a snag. Okay, that is just crazy. I would love for that fish to come back and bite again. I'm gonna do the same thing, but over here, I'm just gonna let it drift right down in there. Where'd that sun go? Oh, it's behind a pretty big cloud now. So I'm seeing pretty big rocks all along the bank here, which means that there should be some big trout sitting under these rocks. It also means that there's a lot of snags. Oh, is that sun finally starting to come back out? Let's head right over here to this sunny hole. That sun going behind another cloud again. It is really working hard against us. Okay, I think I see now where I need to cast. All right, a little too short. So right in between, that's pretty good right there. There's a big rock. There's actually two big rocks and there's a gap in between them. And I definitely think there's some trout sitting under or around those big rocks. Really wish that sun would come back out. I'm gonna try casting as far down as I can and as close to that down tree as I can. There we go. That looks like a good cast. Give it a couple jigs. Oh, whoa, whoa, fish on, boys. Fish on. This looks like another wild rainbow. It's a small little guy. This is another wild rainbow. Oh, this one's gorgeous. Wait until you guys see this one. He's a squirmy one. He got our hook all tied up in our net. He is not helping himself. Oh boy. Chill, guy. Oh, there he goes. Let me just get a quick little view of him for you guys here. Just look at how beautiful that wild rainbow is. Just a small little guy, nothing big. We'll get him back in the water. So that makes one big brown and two wild rainbows on the day. All right, we're back down in there. I just can't help but think the monsters that are down in that fast water running across. But we're gonna save that for another episode because I think we can do a whole episode just down there, right in that nice river bend. So we'll definitely come back, we'll do another video just right around that spot. But for now, we're just gonna stick with this nice long strip that we have here. Since we're getting plenty of luck over here, I still would love to catch that nice big brown over here. I'm gonna try casting right here. I don't think we really tried this section yet that much. I'm not sure if there's any nice rocks out there where these fish could be hiding under. But what we will do, while we have sun, we'll try this spot one last time, and then we'll try under the bridge one last time, even though we've been snagged twice. It's just something we gotta do. We just had another wild rainbow. I tried not to make any noise or move. Is this another small little guy? Oh, I think we just got bit. I think we just got bit again. All right, we'll keep moving up. Alrighty, so I decided to do the outro in my truck. The mosquitoes were just absolutely eating me. I feel like I just went to a blood drive with just mosquitoes poking me. That was pretty bad, but I wanted to do the outro in my truck just so I wouldn't get eaten. But thank you guys so much for tagging along with me today on this journey. We had just an absolute blast here today. Even just getting eaten by mosquitoes, it just didn't even matter because we had so much luck here at this spot. We caught 2 wild rainbows, 1 big brown. You can't complain with that. So anyways, I just want to thank you all for sticking to the end of the video. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I always do appreciate it. And if you guys are interested in the separate merch, make sure to check the link in the description. All right, we'll catch you guys next Sunday. See you guys.